causing my city down. I don't want to go for streetcars because I don't particularly like them. And I don't really need buses at the moment because the traffic isn't really that bad. And I don't want to zone industry. Do some quest. I don't know what you mean do some quest. Oh, do you mean like the guides for industries and stuff? Yeah, gotta be a risk taker. It'll probably end up burning about 3/4 of my city down, but oh well. 550 students. Enough. Actually, is that fully upgraded? Oh, damn. Oh, miss me. Add a few more of those onto there. Why are they stopping? Ah, it's because of that. Yeah, right. Set that back up. Yeah, I'm gonna add buses. I'm gonna go for that bus stop when I've got my money sorted out. But the only problem is with buses, if you had a bus stop, the traffic just doesn't seem to go around the buses. Yeah. I need to add some more as well, but I've got... They use buses from here as well, so they'll use the buses from that bus, that school and that school. I need to add a few more, but like I said, I just need to make it so that my money's not going down as much per hour. Backed up pipes. Right, I'll add that just to... Quite a lot of stuff's upgrading, that's always good. My approval rate's going down though, which is not good. Hopefully when all these buildings that are... Yeah, I know. I did have it here, but there wasn't really any water, and it wasn't really working too well. So if I moved it to here... Because it's out of the way anyway, I guess. Probably not the nicest thing to see when you go into a city, but for the actual main part of the city, it's quite far out of the way. So, once all my buildings are finished upgraded, I should be alright to add... Show me your wind. Do you mean the wind farm? Like... Wind farm, wind farm. Which one's wind? I have a pretty good wind map. That's why I built the. That's why I got the upgrades for these. As you can see, look, they're all pretty decent sort of wind area. There isn't much coal. I don't want to put any industrial on the map because when you do that, it just entices more problems. And yeah, the blue colour. I don't want to do industrial just yet. I'm gonna do it when I start on the Great Works. I'm probably gonna go for the architecture. I know it'll give me money, but if I'm getting just enough from what I've already got in, I don't want to build it just to yet. I will build it, but not yet. I'm gonna start when I need to do like the TVs and stuff. At the moment, I can do alloys and metals slowly for the archaeology site. But the crates of TVs I won't be able to do, but I'll start doing that when I've got those two bits sorted. Because I know like TVs, it gets you quite a bit if you're actually selling them. Goodbye. It'll probably be later on tonight or maybe tomorrow. Thanks. But yeah, like making the TVs and stuff, if you don't have a lot of money already, sending it over to the archaeology is just going to ruin the city. So I want to be making money from these bits to try and sustain it. Anything that's abandoned. 2 abandoned buildings, 1 rubble. Right, now hiring. Building fire. Now hiring. I don't know why they're there. Oh, of course, the fires are coming from the fireworks show. I've only got 1 hour left, so that should be done. That's not too bad. 2,079. Have I got any bonds? Pay that off. 1,000, there we go. Not doing too bad, right. Alloy. That's good. 5 tons of alloys a day, so basically I'm making about 150,000. Maybe not actually, I'm maybe about 110,000 on my recyclables, which is basically just 100% free money. It doesn't cost you anything to do the recycling except for what, 1,000 an hour for the actual stuff for it. So I'll go 50,000 for doing that as well. Didn't cause too many problems actually. I forgot that I had that rolling. Not enough workers. Right. When you get that, what I start to do is where that was, I put in another house area. So then I'm still getting money from them, and they can work at any of the places which is still vacant. As you can see here, they're complaining that they need more workers. So basically, if I just sort of put like that there, that family of maybe what, like 5 or 6 are going to work close by. So hopefully things like that and that won't complain about workers anymore. Right, only losing 505 an hour now. Upgrade that. 75%. That's good. Everything's going up, so that's really good. That's going down. I'm not sure particularly as to why, but right, let's stick that down there. Make everyone else a bit happier. Right. Traffic seems to be alright. It's a little bit bad there, but I think that's because of the school buses. Right, I can now add some more school buses in, just to ease things. Right, how many students? I've got that maxed out, but obviously I'm not getting as much students in because I'm not actually got enough vehicles. That's 670, so that's fine as well. Don't really need to put anything onto that. Police, let's have a look. Police is fine. Health needs to be a little bit better. I think I'll put another wellness van down just to maybe smooth things over with the sick stuff. Sick recovery time. I need to add one of these, but I don't really have this. Oh, yeah, actually, I have the space. That can go there. Right, so I'm losing 1,000 again, but that's making me enough money to cover that what I lose per day. And when these buildings here, which are my last few, start turning into the skyscrapers, it shouldn't be overly bad. I mean, I've got a few buildings still need to be done, so they'll be giving me maybe 300-400. These people aren't going to upgrade because they just don't have enough density to upgrade. It's not a large enough area. They can't upgrade for some reason. Why can't they upgrade? It's the same size as that. Oh, it dips in a little bit. Bugger. Oh well. But these will be able to upgrade. That'll be able to upgrade. Sort of these bits around here will be able to upgrade. Wait, what the hell? What happened? I'll remove that. And I'll stick that in instead. The reason is they've only got 2 lots of shopping there and some shopping up here and up here. So that was just basically not having any workers for a place that probably wouldn't be getting many people. So here's perhaps a bit too much as well, but I've got quite a lot of high wealth, and I don't want these to move into the high wealth area. The thing is, I need some of these buildings to start going to high wealth when a few more high wealth people move in here, because it's shopping them for these. These people here with the medium stuff is perfectly fine for now, so they should be happy. See, my approval rating is now going up a bit. These people are complaining that they need money, but it's only at 10%. There's nothing you can really do about that. I think it's just because what's around them are high values of land and stuff, and too expensive for what they actually need. So see that the land value of that's only 1, so that it's only selling stuff. It's only got a value of, it's really low valued property, but it's trying to sell really high expensive things, which is not very good. You want to keep everything sort of like at the same value. So that's a bit screwed, but I see now these two are to be transported to that, which means that that'll have 10s that'll be able to be sold, and that will be able to be sold as well. I've nearly got enough crates of plastic as well, so per 1,000 crates that'll be up as well. So I should get about another sort of 100,000. I should be up to about the 100,000 mark by the end of today. And obviously when a few more of these buildings which is currently under construction are done, that means I'm going to be making money regardless now. Power is just fine, water's in a deficit. So easiest way to combat the water deficit is add another one of these, but I need a bit more money. So for now, I'm just going to stick one of these water pumps down. Ah, awesome, right. Always add a filtered one, because it's next to basically sewage. So then it filters out all of the crap that's come out of that sewage plant. And now you get only the clean water, which is what I want, which is really good. Right, so now I need to add another couple of wind turbines. I'm going to add maybe 2 or 3. Even though I have an excess, I want to have, oh bollocks, I want to have a major excess. This means that if one of the wind turbine things breaks down, people aren't going to be complaining that there's not enough power in the city. Don't want to railroad quite yet because I'm not actually connected to anyone else. And I don't really want to be connected to anyone else because it means it's just a lot of tourists going to be coming in, and I don't really have a touristy city. So I don't want tourists. Oops. Just want these buildings to upgrade. I want to make a little bit more profit per hour. If I was losing maybe say about under 500, I wouldn't be too bad. But it's just like losing 2,000, it seems quite bad, even though it's not as bad. But for example, if something goes wrong where, for example, I'm supposed to ship all this out and something like a Godzilla or whatever comes and destroys that, I then got to put all that back, which means I'm going to be dipping down, and I'm going to have to start again with that. What are these? They're not actually, they're meaning about something, but I know that that's full, but that's the max it can be upgraded, and I don't want to add 2, so I want people to come to the high school. So this is where they learn to recycle, so I'll add another classroom to try and get more people going to that. Right, now I need to add here, I need to add a what's it called? Thing that basically just burns the rubbish. I know it adds pollution, but if you add loads and loads of the garbage stuff, you have to wait for Godzilla to come to eat it to actually get rid of it, which I don't really want. I think you can add trees to get rid of it as well. Actually, I'll have a nature. Right. My happiness is 78%. Everything seems to be really good. They're complaining about injuries though.